Climate change is one of the most pressing issues we face today. It is a topic that affects every part of our world and touches every aspect of our lives. One of the most visible and immediate impacts of climate change is the increase in extreme weather events. These events, which include hurricanes, floods, droughts, and heat waves, are becoming more frequent and severe. In response to these changes, countries around the world are developing and implementing climate policies to mitigate the effects of climate change and promote sustainability efforts. This text will explore the connections between extreme weather events, climate policies, and sustainability efforts. Extreme weather events. Extreme weather events are severe or unusual weather conditions that can cause significant damage to the environment, property, and human life. These events include hurricanes, tornadoes, floods, droughts, heat waves, and wildfires. As climate change progresses, these events are becoming more frequent and intense. Hurricanes. Hurricanes are powerful storms that form over warm ocean waters. They bring strong winds, heavy rainfall, and storm surges that can cause widespread flooding and destruction. In recent years, we have seen a significant increase in the number of powerful hurricanes. For example, Hurricane Maria in 2017 caused devastating damage to Puerto Rico, leaving many without power or clean water for months. The increasing intensity of hurricanes is linked to warmer ocean temperatures, which provide more energy for these storms. Floods. Floods occur when water overflows onto normally dry land. They can be caused by heavy rainfall, storm surges, or the rapid melting of snow and ice. Floods can devastate communities, destroy homes, and lead to loss of life. In 2021, severe flooding in Germany and Belgium killed hundreds and caused billions of dollars in damage. Climate change contributes to more frequent and severe floods by increasing the intensity of rainfall and accelerating the melting of glaciers and ice caps. Droughts. Droughts are prolonged periods of unusually low rainfall, leading to water shortages and crop failures. They can have severe impacts on agriculture, water supply, and ecosystems. In recent years, many parts of the world have experienced severe droughts. For example, the western United States has faced prolonged drought conditions, affecting water supplies and increasing the risk of wildfires. Climate change is expected to worsen drought conditions by altering precipitation patterns and increasing evaporation rates. Heat waves. Heat waves are periods of excessively high temperatures that can last for days or weeks. They pose significant health risks, particularly to vulnerable populations such as the elderly and those with pre-existing health conditions. In 2021, a severe heat wave in the Pacific Northwest of the United States and Canada broke temperature records and caused hundreds of deaths. Climate change is making heat waves more frequent and intense by increasing average global temperatures. Wildfires. Wildfires are uncontrolled fires that spread rapidly through vegetation. They can cause widespread destruction, loss of life, and severe air pollution. In recent years, wildfires have become more common and severe in many parts of the world. For example, the 2019 to 2020 Australian bushfires burned millions of acres of land, destroyed thousands of homes, and killed billions of animals. Climate change contributes to the increase in wildfires by creating hotter, drier conditions that make it easier for fires to start and spread. Climate policies. In response to the growing threat of climate change and the increasing frequency of extreme weather events, governments around the world are developing and implementing climate policies. These policies aim to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, promote renewable energy, and increase resilience to the impacts of climate change. International agreements. One of the most significant international agreements on climate change is the Paris Agreement, adopted in 2015. The Paris Agreement aims to limit global warming to well below 2 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels, with efforts to keep it to 1.5 degrees. Countries that are party to the agreement have committed to reducing their greenhouse gas emissions and enhancing their climate resilience. The Paris Agreement represents a global effort to address climate change and its impacts, including extreme weather events. National and regional policies. Different countries and regions have developed their own climate policies to meet their specific needs and challenges. For example, the European Union has set ambitious targets for reducing emissions and increasing the use of renewable energy. The EU's Green Deal aims to make Europe the first climate-neutral continent by 2050. The United States, under various administrations, has implemented a range of policies, from the Clean Power Plan to rejoining the Paris Agreement. These policies aim to reduce emissions from power plants, increase fuel efficiency standards, and promote renewable energy development. Challenges in policy implementation. Implementing climate policies is not without challenges. Political, economic, and social factors can all play a role. For instance, transitioning from fossil fuels to renewable energy sources can be costly and face opposition from industries and workers dependent on traditional energy sectors. Additionally, international cooperation is crucial, as climate change is a global issue that requires coordinated efforts. Disparities between countries in terms of resources and capabilities can also pose challenges to effective policy implementation. Sustainability efforts. Sustainability refers to meeting the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. It encompasses a wide range of practices aimed at preserving natural resources, reducing pollution, and promoting long-term environmental health. Sustainability efforts are crucial for mitigating the impacts of climate change and reducing the frequency and severity of extreme weather events. Renewable energy sources. One of the key areas of sustainability is the transition to renewable energy sources, such as solar, wind, and hydroelectric power. These sources produce energy without emitting greenhouse gases, making them crucial for reducing the impact of climate change. Advances in technology have made renewable energy more accessible and affordable, leading to increased adoption worldwide. For example, the cost of solar panels has decreased significantly in recent years, making solar energy a viable option for many households and businesses. Sustainable agriculture and food systems. Agriculture is both a major contributor to climate change and a sector vulnerable to its impacts. Sustainable agriculture practices, such as crop rotation, organic farming, and agroforestry, aim to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, enhance soil health, and increase resilience to extreme weather. Food systems also play a crucial role in sustainability. Reducing food waste, promoting plant-based diets, and supporting local food production can all contribute to a more sustainable and resilient food system. For example, urban farming initiatives and community gardens can help reduce the carbon footprint of food production and increase food security. Waste management and recycling. Effective waste management and recycling are essential components of sustainability. Reducing waste, reusing materials, and recycling products help conserve resources, reduce pollution, and lower greenhouse gas emissions. Many communities and businesses are implementing zero-waste initiatives and circular economy practices to minimize their environmental footprint. For example, some cities have implemented comprehensive recycling programs and composting initiatives to divert waste from landfills and reduce methane emissions. Corporate sustainability initiatives. Businesses play a significant role in sustainability efforts. Many companies are adopting sustainable practices, such as reducing energy consumption, sourcing materials responsibly, and minimizing waste. Corporate sustainability initiatives not only benefit the environment, but can also enhance brand reputation and reduce operational costs. For example, many companies are investing in renewable energy, implementing energy-efficient technologies, and reducing their carbon footprint through carbon offset programs. Interconnections. The increasing frequency and severity of extreme weather events have been a major driver of climate policy. Governments and organizations recognize the need to address the root causes of these events, leading to the development of policies aimed at reducing emissions and enhancing resilience. Sustainability efforts, such as transitioning to renewable energy and adopting sustainable agriculture practices, can help mitigate the impacts of extreme weather. By reducing greenhouse gas emissions and enhancing ecosystem health, these practices contribute to a more stable and resilient climate. Case studies. Examples of successful climate policies. Several countries and regions have implemented successful climate policies. For example, Denmark has made significant strides in renewable energy, with wind power accounting for a large portion of its electricity production. The country has set ambitious targets for reducing emissions and increasing the share of renewable energy in its energy mix. Similarly, Costa Rica aims to become carbon neutral by 2050, with strong policies supporting renewable energy and conservation. The country has invested heavily in hydropower and reforestation initiatives, leading to significant reductions in emissions. Communities and countries leading in sustainability. Some communities and countries are leading the way in sustainability. For instance, the city of Freiburg in Germany is known for its commitment to sustainable urban planning, renewable energy, and green transportation. The city has implemented a range of initiatives, including energy-efficient buildings, extensive cycling infrastructure, and a strong public transportation system. Similarly, Bhutan is a global leader in sustainability, with its focus on preserving its natural environment and achieving carbon neutrality. The country has implemented policies to protect its forests, promote renewable energy, and maintain a low carbon footprint. Impact of extreme weather events on specific regions. Different regions experience the impacts of extreme weather events in various ways. For example, small island nations in the Pacific are particularly vulnerable to rising sea levels and cyclones. These countries face existential threats from climate change and are actively advocating for stronger global climate policies. In contrast, regions like the Sahel in Africa face challenges from prolonged droughts and desertification. These conditions threaten food security, livelihoods, and regional stability. These examples highlight the need for tailored climate policies and sustainability efforts to address the specific challenges faced by different regions. Future outlook. Predictions and models for future weather patterns. Climate scientists use models to predict future weather patterns and assess the potential impacts of climate change. These models suggest that, without significant action, we can expect more frequent and severe extreme weather events, rising sea levels, and disruptions to ecosystems and human societies. For example, models predict that the frequency of Category 4 and 5 hurricanes will increase, and that regions like the Arctic will experience more rapid ice melt and warming. Emerging trends in climate policies. Emerging trends in climate policies include a focus on climate justice, recognizing the disproportionate impact of climate change on vulnerable populations. There is also increasing emphasis on integrating climate action into all levels of government and across different sectors of the economy. For example, some countries are implementing green recovery plans to address the economic impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic while promoting sustainable development. These plans include investments in renewable energy, energy efficiency, and sustainable infrastructure. Innovations in sustainability. Innovations in sustainability are continually emerging. Advances in technology, such as energy storage and smart grids, are making renewable energy more viable. Innovations in sustainable agriculture, such as vertical farming and precision agriculture, are enhancing food security and reducing environmental impact. For example, vertical farming allows for the production of crops in urban environments, reducing the need for transportation and increasing access to fresh produce. Precision agriculture uses technology to optimize crop management, reducing the use of water, fertilizers, and pesticides. Conclusion. Climate change, extreme weather events, and the need for sustainability are deeply interconnected issues that require urgent and coordinated action. Through comprehensive climate policies, innovative sustainability efforts, and a commitment to resilience, we can build a future that is both environmentally sustainable and socially just. Each of us has a role to play in this effort, from individual actions to collective initiatives at the local, national, and global levels. By working together, we can mitigate the impacts of climate change, reduce the frequency and severity of extreme weather events, and create a more sustainable and resilient world for future generations. This text provides a comprehensive overview of the connections between extreme weather events, climate policies, and sustainability efforts. It highlights the importance of addressing these issues and outlines the steps that can be taken to mitigate their impacts and promote a sustainable future. You've been listening to Extreme Weather Events, Climate Policies, and Sustainability Efforts with Seba Hatton. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, rate, and leave a review. Stay tuned for more episodes and keep practicing your English. Goodbye.